Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Noam from New York City with TS Fitness, and say hello to my little friend here, the lacrosse ball. It's great for relieving tension out of your body, and I'm going to show you a bunch of ways that you can use this little thing. It's a little bit more portable than, let's say, a foam roller, and I'm going to show you how to use this little thing to release a lot of tension in your body. So we're going to start off by using the lacrosse ball to release our hips. So I'm going to apply pressure. I'm going to be right on the hip bone, okay? So I'm going to start on the lateral part of my hip. I can control the pressure by putting my weight on this foot right here and on my elbow. So this is a small surface area, so it's going to be a little intense. So I'm going to be kind of going small little circles. Do this for about 30 seconds. I can even turn down and go to the front of my hip and release a little bit of the front of my hip as well. I know it feels like it's bone, it's gonna feel like a red hot poker, but if you get up and walk around after this, you're definitely gonna feel a great release. All right? Okay.
Rolling in 3.
Now we're gonna move on to the quad, okay? So we're gonna really focus on the lateral part, the outside of the quad. That's really where we build up a lot of tension, but again, you can go over the rest of the quad as well. So I am going to rest that lacrosse ball right on my thigh, the outside of my thigh. And again, I'm going to find those hot spots, those spots that are pretty tender, and I'm going to sit on those. And again, small little rocks back and forth for a few seconds, and then I'm going to move on to the next one. So we probably do this for about 4 different spots for a total of about 40 seconds. Now I'm going to move on to the glute. Okay, so we're going to start off in the glute med, which is the kind of the corner of the glute right there. So I'm going to put my weight, again, you can control the intensity by resting more weight on my leg and pushing off of that leg and pushing off the hand. So I want to be kind of right in the corner. That's where you're probably going to have the most tension for most people. And then I can kind of move around the rest of the glute, find those hot spots. Do this again for about 30 seconds. And the last part of the lower body that we're going to do is the hamstring. So just like the quad, we're going to go towards the outside of the hamstring. Again, that tends to be the most tender. So we're just going to kind of go up and down, find those spots that are tender, sit on those for a few seconds, maybe go back and forth, feel them release a little bit. Again, this is to release tension. This is not to break up knots. Now we're going to go into the upper body. So we're going to start with the pecs, the chest. We're going to go into the corner here, which is our pec minor. There tends to be most tension there. A lot of times where our muscle attached, the origin, that's where we're going to have a lot of tension. So I'm going to apply pressure. I'm going to be in a split stance position so I can kind of push off the wall, and I'm going to go right into that corner. Again, making sure you're breathing, doing little circles, finding the tender spot. And then if you want, after you've been on there for a little bit, you can go into the rest of the pec major. Again, look for those tender spots. The pec tends to pull everything forward, creating a lot of neck discomfort, shoulder pain. Now we're going to go into the lats. The lats are basically the silent problem with a lot of our shoulders and our neck. We don't really think about it. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this lacrosse ball, I'm going to put it right along my lat, the outside of my back right here. Biggest muscle in the upper body. So again, I'm using a bit of leverage with my feet to apply pressure. We have a lot of trigger points in the lats, so you're definitely going to hit some spots that are all of a sudden going to be like zing. So you can stay on those. Again, you can control the intensity by controlling the amount of pressure you're putting on the ball. The lat goes all the way down, so you can go all the way down. Actually attaches at the hip. And again, 30 seconds or so. The last spot we're going to use the lacrosse ball on is our traps. So I'm going to get into a split stance. I'm going to use this door right here. And I'm going to put that lacrosse ball right on my trap and apply pressure. So just like this. Good. In that split stance, I'm applying pressure. You're going to have to bend down a certain amount and find it so it's applying pressure directly down towards your trap. Take some nice breathing. This one is really, really a great way to release that tension in the traps. Again, small little movements. You want to do that for about 30 seconds. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're feeling a lot looser, more mobile. Remember, a lacrosse ball, $6 for this thing. Super easy to carry with you. put this somewhere where you'll see it every day. Remember, consistency is key.